In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this design, this beautiful stroke effect that is trending nowadays, and you might have seen many people making this one. My name is Denver. Let's get started.
Here we go, it's on the line.
Alright, so we'll place this on the side and we'll make one more for it. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is get a rectangle for the building, something like this, and give it the yellow color, the one that I have right here. Alright, we can make this a bit wide, it's looking too narrow. Alright, and one more thing that we need to do is take our rectangle tool and get a ground surface, just like that. We'll have to zoom in a bit and grab these circle icons right here and scroll it inwards so that you get a rounded rectangle. Select that and use a green fill, something like that. Alright, so once we are done with that, you can then go and hit the rectangle tool. Now hitting Alt and Shift, make a rectangle and give it the yellow color that you had for your building, and give it a lighter shade of that, just like that. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is scale it a bit down and go and use it as a window, something like that. Alright, so now hitting Alt, you can go and make a duplicate of that, just like that and like that. Alright, and then now hitting Shift, select all of these squares, and now hitting Alt, you can go and make a duplicate of that, just like that. And then leave some space below for the door. Grab the rectangle tool and make a door for the building. Place it down and adjust the height. Hit Alt and the rectangle will scale inwards from both the directions. Alright, okay, so once that is done, so we need to give it a darker shade and a lighter shade. Like the one that you can see over here, we have given it a darker shade as well as a lighter shade over here. So to do that, go over here, use the pen tool, bring back the pen tool, and select on one side of the building, just like that. Go here, hit Shift so that you get a straight line like this, and just fill it anywhere and give it a black color. Okay, so now what you need to do is go to your transparency panel. If you don't have it right here, you can go to window and then select transparency to get that panel. Okay, so go to transparency panel and give it a transparency of 10%. Okay, so now what you need to do is click this one and click the building itself, go to the shape builder tool and just draw on this part. So what you have done is you have separated this part from the building. So click this and hit delete. So what you have remaining is just the part with 10% transparency black. Okay, so now click this thing, hit Alt and drag it to the other side and change the fill to white. Okay, so you will need to increase the transparency to say about 80%. Don't bring it too much, like to 90 or 100%, and that will look really shabby. Okay, so once that is done, now we can use a pen tool to give it a border, just like this. So the beautiful stroke effect will come alive right now. Alright, so you need to select a pen tool, hit the stroke panel and go and select black. Now go to the stroke panel right here. If you don't have it, you can again go to Windows and then select stroke to get this panel. So oh, this should be black and the fill should be no fill, and you need a round cap and a round join. Make sure to select that and bring the weight up to say 10 points. Alright, so the next thing that you need to do is go to your pen tool and then give it a border. Now one more thing that you need to make sure is that you leave some spaces below, just like this. So what I'm doing after, see, it will still continue. So what you need to do is hit Command Shift A so that it will deselect everything that you have selected, and then go and again hit another point just like this. Hit Command Shift A so it will deselect and then complete the entire figure. Command Shift A, Command Shift A, and complete it just like that. Alright, so now to make the windows, what you need to do is go and give it a black border just like this. You don't need to give this effect, some effect like this, because it will not be truly visible or something. So it will be okay if you don't do that. Alright, so now hitting Alt, select this thing, select it like this, hit Alt and drag it right here to make a duplicate. Hit Alt again and make another duplicate. Alright, so what we need to do is click V, so you'll get the selection tool. Hit Shift and click these black strokes out. Now pressing Alt, go and duplicate them, just like that. Hit Alt again and make a duplicate for all of the windows. Alt. Alright, so with this one you can see that the light yellow window is above the stroke. So to undo that, hit click on the stroke, hit A. Oh sorry, it's not getting click. So what you need to do is hit the window, Command Shift and right bracket, sorry, Command Shift and left bracket. So what that will do, it will shift the window to the layer below it. Alright, so we need to make one more for the door. So use the pen tool and draw above the window, sorry, draw above the door just like that. So what you have over there, we have completed the building and the door. So now what we need to do is go and give an outline to this one. So this one is a bit tricky. So you can see this curve edges right here. So what we need to do for that is grab the pen tool, click here, zoom in, press, you can use command and the plus button to zoom in. Hit the center one right here, click here and go to the other side just like that, in the center, the top, hit here and then Command Shift A to deselect everything. Alright, so now to make this the curve, to make it a curve, click on the pen tool and use the anchor point tool, and then you can drag this out just like that to make it a curve. Go to the other side and make this a curve as well. Alright, so we have it as a curve on both the sides. So now the only thing left is that we need to make some clouds. To make the clouds, use the rectangle tool and make a thin bar and give it a blue fill, a very light blue fill. Zoom in and get all those rounded corners inwards to make it a rounded rectangle, and bring it to the side. So now you can see that those blue clouds are coming in the way of the building, and we need to bring it to the back side of the building. So to do that, hit Command Shift and left bracket so it goes behind. Alright, so now click Alt and duplicate one over here, hit Alt again, hit Shift, select both, now click Alt and drag both to make two, sorry, Shift, Alt, and then drag it over here, Shift, and then Alt, and bring one over here. Alright, so as you can see, we have the building and everything is ready. So I really hope you like this tutorial. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you learned anything new, please comment it in this comment section below. Until next time, this is Denver here. Bye bye.